What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more of the Fixx. And we're returning to Shuttered Room, 1982. Thank you again to AK, as well as to Kim, who kicked off the Fixx deep dive by providing a live version of Stand or Fall and a multi-artist playlist she curated. And we're now going to listen to the recorded version, or the album version of Stand or Fall. So, yeah, it's a nice return to this track, which was my first exposure to the Fixx. And yeah, I very much enjoyed that live performance. I don't know what to expect in terms of how different to or from or similar to, if I can get my brain and mouth to work in unison, it will be from that live performance. If I had to guess, I'd say probably not terribly far away, but maybe with a bit less of that live energy that is often part of a performance, where it's, you know, the crowd interacting with the band and the band responding to that, or doing special flourishes and sections or interludes that aren't in the album recording. Nevertheless, I did very much enjoy the tune. I'm keen to hear the album version. Let's give it a listen. This is the Fixx. The tune is Stand or Fall, and it's from their 1982 album, Shuttered Room.
Children, if you survive, don't do as we did. The son exclaims there'll be nothing to do till her daughter says she'll be dead with you. While foreign affairs are screwing rotten, like morale has hit rock bottom. Dying embers stand forgotten. Talks of peace were being tried.
It's great. It really is a great tune, and even though I still am like incorporating and internalizing the lyrics, I think it is very well written thematically as well. And yeah, as I said, I don't think it's terribly far away from that live performance. I do enjoy all the little touches, that high little keyboard run, almost like glass. There's just some traces of saxophone, I believe, and that little like bass guitar riff, which then like doubles after a couple times around. And then there's sort of like the lead guitar line, which also gives a bit of texture. So yeah, it's not an overly dense tune. It's not overly bright or dark. It's sort of in a mixed terrain in terms of the feeling, the atmosphere of the melodic run of the track. So yeah, I enjoy, I guess, like the tension of that, which feels like, relative to the title, relative to some of the lines, you can feel the delicate balance or the, pulling in different directions, I suppose. So yeah, definitely a top tune. Cool to hear the album version once again. Shout out to both AK and to Kim. And I'm looking forward to more from these guys. Another group that I never knew about. There's some groups or artists where I had this sense of them when I was growing up. Maybe I didn't hear any of their tunes, or at least knowingly, but I saw the name, I knew of them, and now it's fun to go through their catalog. There's some groups where I knew one or two, or maybe 3 or 4 songs, but that's it, just kind of the ones that broke through and had a lot of radio play. And then in some cases, as with the Fixx, never heard of them at all. So it's been enjoyable to know that there was a lot more out there when I was growing up, and it just so happens that I latched on to Depeche Mode and Erasure and Yazoo, or as we called them here, Yaz. And then again, there were so many more groups making synth pop and new wave and synth rock in the 80s that I probably would have gotten into had they come across my radar. They just never did. So yes, great to catch up now. Let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.